Rogues Gallery here. Nice, nice. Smile if you love me. And by me, I mean Santa, of course. Ah, Santa and Mrs. Paul. Nice. She's got to hang up. She's talking to somebody much more important than you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's the man, officer, right there. Hi, look at that smiling face. Beauty, beauty, joy, joy. Hey, Fred.
There's no seating.
Oh yeah, this is a much better image.
There you go.
Oh. I gotta hand it. iPhone's better than Android at some things.
At something.
Yeah.
Well, on the new.
Oh, this is a much better image.
The camera is on.
Wow. My iPhone is better than my Android. Wow. Yeah. That's all we needed right there. It's a wrap. Everyone go home.
Another way to fit everybody that has come in. I believe we're above our RSVP, so please remember when you pay your tab, put an extra $1 to accommodate the people that have made way for us. Thank you, Santa Ted, for today's arrangement.
Here, 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 here.
Okay. So with that, one deviation from the normal schedule is because the booths are limited. May not be able to get up to Pledge Allegiance.
But we understand if
prayer.
you're sick during the
So
Pledge of Allegiance.
if it does not offend anybody, I'm a retired military, I would recommend that you not stand up so that you don't fall down.
Here, here.
So Santa Bob is going to raise the flag, so we would like to go ahead and start with.
You may still uncover.
Okay.
You want to set
So
that here?
put it uncovered. Okay. So we're going to start the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hooah!
Okay, thank you for that. Since we're sitting down, we're going to go ahead with the prayer after we've eaten. And in our considerations, is please remember that Santa, Dick Goodwin and Hattie Hunt has a tragedy in their life. And tomorrow, I believe, there is a celebration of life in Whittier.
Correct.
So with the prayers, please consider them in your prayers as well. So Esther says that she will be so gracious for us.
Can we bow our heads, please? Thank you, Lord, for the fellowship between our families as we gather together, Lord, with one cause and to support each other. We thank you for providing the meal that we just had. We thank you for our home and our jobs. For all those that find themselves ill, Lord, or lost someone, and those that are celebrating them coming to your arms, Lord. We pray for everyone that finds themselves getting ready for the holiday season, Lord, for Christmas as it comes, and for those that find themselves ill or their spouses or their children, Lord, help them and give them that blessing, Lord. And for the ones that are being missing loved ones, give them the support that they know that you're there in your presence. In Christ's name, amen.
Okay, thank you, Esther, for Senora Plus. So at this point, Eva is still walking through selling raffle tickets.
Well, I think I have raffle. Has everybody bought a ticket that wants a ticket?
Everybody bought tickets? You're good for that?
Massive cash prizes today.
Okay. Did everybody sign the sign-in sheet, even the guests? If you brought children, we know you're taking care of them, so. Okay. So with that, we have a first-time attendance. We have a Santa Joe that lives here in Orange. Joseph.
Thank you. Welcome, Joseph. Welcome.
Okay. So,
In accordance with our, in accordance with tradition, he will be picking up the tab for everybody today.
I forgot that when I was talking to you about insurance. Yes, sir.
Excuse me, no problem.
Okay, Curtis is new to the group. First meeting, second, third, fourth? First meeting. Okay.
Welcome,
Okay.
Curtis.
That's Mrs. Pamela Yates.
No, that's Mr. Pamela Yates. Thank you, though. I appreciate. Thank you.
I'm confused.
Joke taken, right?
It's 2019. It could be.
It's like I'm Mr. Diva Claus.
Over my dead body.
Most places, I'm Mr. Diva Claus.
So, first meeting. So we have a few newbies here. Santa Pete.
First name?
Dennis Stott.
Dennis. Thank you so much.
Santa Pete. How many meetings?
Me?
Yeah. You're just bringing people in, right? Just bringing
Hundreds.
Okay.
Hundreds.
So with that, Santa Bob told me of our new people. Ed Hatch is not here, so he's saving another $10 for next month's
Hats.
Hats. H-A-T-Z.
Correct.
So he's saving us $10 for next month. But that'll be his third meeting, I believe, if he shows next month for September. So, Santa Bob, I know you went over that with me once before.
Right. She's on her third.
Okay.
On her third.
Tom and April.
They're back in this corner right here.
Yeah. They paid their dues this morning.
Tom Tingasnall and his lovely wife, April.
Thank you, thank you.
So April, I hope that you're on the mend. Okay, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
The first task is usually 80 dozen donuts for the bake sale.
I ate them on the way.
Okay, so
Is he at the house, yeah?
no, he's saving us $10 for next month. Okay. So with that, one of the things for today, you see how many people we have. I don't know how many were RSVP, but next month's meeting, I'll tell you up front, will be at Dana Point, and that's Santa Ed Howie, and Jan Jordan, I think it is. But he has to sign everybody in, and when you RSVP, he will get back to you if the gate's going to be open, or if he gives you a gate code. So he has to make name tags, even though they're written, but he just has to account for all the visitors in the yacht. So RSVPs next month is truly needed.
If you don't RSVP, you won't get in.
And it's not RSVP to Diva. It's RSVP to Ed Howie.
Yes, I
It's
believe
specific because they're the members there.
Saturday, by the way.
They have to make their name tags and everything.
Okay, so does everybody get that? We have to RSVP to Bid Howard.
Diva,
Yes,
21st?
the 21st of September, yes, sir.
So 7, 14, and 21 being the third Saturday. So, okay. With that, we can go with our visitors outside of our normal. Do we have any visitors that I don't know about?
Gary,
Okay.
we need one of Santa Casey's elves.
Okay. So I know we passed the signature board around, so we have. Okay. Well,
And their
thank
friend
you.
Noel. And their friend Noel.
Okay.
Maligayang Pasko, Noel. Maligayang Pasko.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for being here and for the Casey's crew. So,
And apparently the checkpoint between us and San Diego was open. So look who escaped and came our way.
okay. Well, we're going to have Santa
It
Joe
was
speaking for the
magic.
reunion anyway. So, if we can have a sunshine report, possibly.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to, once again, can you hear me?
Oh yeah!
Sorry about that. This month for birthdays, we have Rick Irwin. Kathy-
47 years old.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you lie really well, not very well.
Yep. We also have Kathy Perone and Donnie Runke.
Yeah,
Are there
yeah.
any other birthdays here in the room?
Santa Paul!
Santa Paul.
What day, Santa Paul? 26.
As for anniversaries, we have Nelson and Ava Burke, Norm and Linda Callahan, and Lauren and Diana Montag.
How many more? How many? 58. 58. I don't want to do that long. Do I have to go that long?
And they still talk to each other. For 10 grand, we can end it.
Are there any other anniversaries in the room? And we want to send out get well wishes to Bob Callahan and Gretchen, who recently both had surgery,
Here.
and to Helen Dahlquist, who has been ill. And of course, as Santa Jim already announced, condolences to Rick Goodman and Dick Goodman and his family,
And Patty.
and Patty.
For those of you that know, he's tall and thin, and his daughter is with him usually now as Mrs. Claus. And Joanne used to be his Mrs. Claus, and when she couldn't do it anymore, Patty stepped in. And now we've lost Joanne, so.
Okay, so if we could just sing happy birthday to everybody on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Happy birthday to
Thank you, my dear. I just turned it off, baby. That's what it. Trade with me. Maybe. There we go. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me now? I'm not a Verizon commercial though. So,
We can hear you. Change mics again.
okay.
Just kidding.
So, Santa, Lauren, and Diana are not here today. They are okay at this point, but they have their fundraiser for the lodge. You know, so that's their biggest fundraiser of the year for, I think it's a Masonic lodge. So he did tell me he was hoping to be here, but the dates conflict. So with that, we're into the new or the review portion. And apparently we're doing the YouTube minutes, and there will be a copy sent out. So just look at your emails. So it's important that you keep your emails up to date if you want to be in communications with everybody.
If I could address that, as the secretary responsible for the minutes, I am trying to transition the group into our social network, our Facebook social network. The reason I'm not trying to prejudice against people who are not techno savvy. I am trying to encourage those of you who are not embracing the matrix right now to kind of edge in from the sides, because it's got you anyway. And we have these devices in our pockets. We have the ability to communicate with each other 24/7 now. We are all neighbors in cyberspace. So I would love to get everyone into the habit, all of the clauses into the habit of checking the social networks, checking the Facebook groups, and communicating with each other, interacting with one another. It's great to do these meetings once a month. I would love to be at these meetings and hear about 15 other meetings that you guys had with each other, meeting for breakfast or dinner or lunch or dessert or whatever during the month. That's our goal. That's one of our primary jobs as a fraternity, is to increase social interaction among our members. It's one of the reasons that we're obliged to maintain the information roster so that everyone can talk to everyone else at all times. Make it easier. We're trying to do it online. I will try to remember to send an email out to those of you who don't want to visit us on Facebook. But please, I will help you get on Facebook. I'll help you link up with our Facebook page. Please, join us there. Go ahead, Mr. President. Sorry.
Okay, thank you for that. So, with that being said, the minutes are online. So, do we have any additions or corrections? Okay. If we can have a motion to accept the minutes?
So motion?
Seconded? Okay. So let's have a vote for accepting them. All those in favor say yay. Yay. Any nays? Vote is unanimous, it looks like.
Thank you.
Or it appears. So, okay, so at this point, we're going to go into the old portion of the business, and for old business, since it is a year long, okay. I didn't put that on there, but Bob is motioning for
Treasurer report.
Treasurer's report. We're building up for Rick and me to take a trip to Hawaii.
I mean, aloha!
Anyway, as the paper reads, last month for the general fund, we started out with $242. We got Tim Marsh paid $10 dues. Our general fund went to $252. Our Christmas charity had $824 in it before last month's meeting. We picked up $101 last month, put the Christmas charity fund up to $925. So with them both together, we have $1,177.
Yay!
A question on the treasurer's report. Has the chapter received a disbursement from the reunion committee? Have any of the chapters received a disbursement from the reunion committee?
I have not seen one.
Okay, so that Christmas fund is going to be augmented by the share from the reunion committee
$500.
by another $500. Thank you.
Eventually.
And Inland Empire brought it up at their meeting last weekend, and I promised to check into it. It turns out we haven't dispersed it yet. I'll get to it within the week.
Okay.
Thank you.
Maybe someone should call the reunion. Questions or comments on treasurer's report?
Okay, Bob is calling.
I'm sorry, Cliff was volunteering for something.
No,
Okay.
I was saying we should, the chapter president should call the reunion committee chairman and get on the case.
Okay, it looks like action coming up. Okay, so with that, for the old business, since the reunion is year long, Santa Joe, if he would be so kind to speak. Oh.
I wasn't prepared to come make a report. However, since we had our meeting earlier this month, I will bring to you some news. The site is up. We're taking registrations. I can tell you that the site is sdsanta.com. And C is SEA because we're going to be seaside. The hotel is right on the water. So it's csdsanta.com. As of last meeting, Jacqueline had told us that we have about 46 people who have already registered, which is, I thought, pretty good for considering it was the beginning of August. Now, I want to tell you, that's right.
Your mic's starting to sizzle.
Need a new battery, I guess.
Okay.
I want to tell you that there is limited space on this year's reunion. We have space for like 200. On the last day, we got space to sit people for 200 and some odd. I forgot what it is.
217, I believe.
217. All right. That means that if we sell out and you're still waiting to register, you're not going to get in. And I found out also that we have people coming from Texas. I wish I could remember all the states, but we got like 6 or 7 people. Pardon? Virginia. You know, we got people coming from all over the United States to come see our special presenters. And do you guys know who that is?
The Claus brothers or
Yeah,
the Brothers
Claus
Claus?
brothers. I didn't know if you had been told yet or not. The Claus brothers are going to be here. I've seen the Claus brothers at Branson, Missouri at Discover Santa, and I've seen them at Gatlinburg at Santa Family Reunion. These guys are tremendous presenters. They're going to tell you some stuff that we don't know. That's really, really great stuff. I love Steve Gillum. He is. If I was to pick, of all the people I've ever met and all the Santas, if I was to pick who is the real Santa Claus, Steve Gillum would be the guy I would.
Wow.
Not only looks good, just he's got the personality. So down home guy. Anyway, the idea is go online, sign up, and get your spot. You don't have to pay the whole amount. You could put down a deposit and then pay the rest later. But if you don't get that deposit done, you might lose out if you wait until December to sign up.
So go to SEASDSanta.com. Thank you, Santa Joe, and thank you to the entire San Diego chapter. This is our flagship event, and you guys are really going to put it over the long wall.
Okay, with that, Cliff was making a comment before I could ask for a vote to accept the treasurer's report. I don't think we did that.
Okay. Move we accept the treasurer's report as submitted.
Okay.
Seconded.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded.
Let's have a vote. All in favor say yay.
Aye.
Formality. Any nays?
Any nays? Thank you.
Any nays? Negatives?
Thank you.
We're passed unanimously. So with that, we're into new business. So not much in the way of new business this month and October. October being the fundraiser for Garden Grove Elks Club.
Yep.
My wife just told me that for her birthday and family-wise is I'm not going to be in town. We're leaving for a 10-day visit with our son up in Oregon. So I'm going to have to ask somebody else to fill in, so Santa Ted will get the October side. But we have the upcoming events. Unfortunately, it's time to dig into your pockets. We're going to do a Forge renewal for the $25 fee. I believe it's in September. Is that true, Bob?
True.
Okay. And following that is we'll have people wanting to have their updated insurance. So please keep that in mind.
I will speak on that.
Okay. So here we go.
I think they can hear me. Forbes dues, national dues, not chapter, but Forbes national dues go from November 1st to October 31st. And also our insurance, our liability insurance, if you purchase liability insurance through Forbes, that also goes from November 1st to October 31st. So we will be accepting dues anytime starting now. I don't know if the site's ready to accept dues yet.
Oh, yeah.
For this coming year?
Yeah, we've just started, at August 1st, we started crediting any due submissions for 2020.
And I have just signed up, signed the paperwork for the insurance company, and they're working with home office, and probably will be able to get insurance by the end of this month.
Killer deal, killer deal.
Yay!
Thank you, Bob.
But if anybody joined today, why their dues would be good until October of next year. If they joined today, they wouldn't have to pay again in October.
And if you submitted dues since August, the start of August, you're automatically credited for 2020.
Okay, so now that we've got the dues and the insurance out of the way, there was an email that came out from San Diego, from Marianne, about the Cherry Hill photo looking for Santas. I contacted Lupe herself on Friday, and she's going to be gone for a week. So anybody trying to respond to her email, you may get a call from her in a different time zone. So please consider that. She's going to be gone the entire week, but she said she would call me back at the end of the month. She does have locations in San Diego. She does have locations for malls up here in the Los Angeles and surrounding areas. So if you looking for a mall job where it's permanent, the hours are steady, please consider them. They are a good company. I worked for Nord as a mall Santa in 2016. Other people have worked for them as well. I had a good time, personally. So I was on TV twice in that once year, and it was twice in the same week. So please consider that. While I was out touring north in this area, I think Brea, not far from here, I was stopped by a minister that is with the Rock Church, and he was asking about the Santas and if we do outreach with less than fortunate families, different odds and ends, and he would like to tag along. If there's a Santa in the area, I can give you his name and email, and or he just wants to go out and see the Santas do their things, and if he could minister as a side note. And I'm not trying to drum up business for him, but if you're interested, please give me a call or text me or get in touch with me one way or the other. So, okay, with that in mind, we are to the upcoming activities. So, 31 August, you can take my spiel this time.
August 31st. I don't need the mic either. August 31st, we're at the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. It's a 7:05 game. The gates open at 6:05 for you to park. And I'll be singing the national anthem, and you'll be joining me from behind in a semicircle. Be there by 5:15. 6:15 at the latest, because they take us down onto the field around 6:35. So I need you all to be in the area when we're ready to go out on the field, okay? That's August 31st. September 21st is the next meeting. Again, Yacht Club, Santa Ed Howie. Don't send RSVPs to me, and as long as we're speaking of RSVPs, read your post when you get it, because it tells you who to RSVP to. Santa Bob got a couple, 3, 4, 5 RSVPs that he had to send to me, even though it said to RSVP to me. So please pay attention to those, because I might miss you. Send it to someone else, okay? Other than Ed Howie for September 21st. And then the breast cancer chili dinner in October.
Okay.
I need to address that.
Okay, so Santa Rick is going to address the chili dinner.
I didn't. It did it itself.
Okay, this is going to be our big fundraiser for the Breast Cancer Angels this year. It's going to be October 19th. We're going to combine it with our chapter meeting. We just got a call yesterday from Howard at the Elks Lodge, and due to a goof up on his part, we're going to be sharing the premises that day with another very large fundraiser. It's for the Autistic Society, and we're going to be occupying the same footprint that we've been promised, but the parking lot outside our area and the green grass area will be for an autistic fundraiser. And I know there's a lot of guys in here who, and a lot of clauses who have autism as their personal fundraiser, so I'm sure that you guys won't be offended by the fact that we have an autistic fundraiser on the premises at the same time we have Breast Cancer Angels fundraiser going on. But don't let that slow anybody down. I do want to point out that tickets are on sale today. I have tickets with me right now. They are prepackaged in bundles of 10. They are priced at $12.50 a piece. 2 for $20, says right on the ticket, $12.50 or 2 for $20. Ask for a $20 contribution. Don't hesitate when you pull the tickets out. And by the way, take bundles with you, not bundle, but bundles with you. We have plenty. If you don't sell them, bring them back to us after the fundraiser. But have tickets with you every time you go to the store, every time you leave the house, every time you go to church, every time you walk the dog. Have the tickets with you every time you run into somebody. Just say, I'm with the Fraternal Order of Real Bearded Santas, and we are having a fundraiser for Breast Cancer Angels. Would you like to buy a couple of fundraiser tickets? They're 2 for $20. They're $12.50 a piece. They're 2 for $20. 2 for $20 is going to be the purchase that everybody is going to make, and that's what we're going for. Dinner will be served on the night of the 19th from 5 until 8 p.m. We will have our meeting very briefly just before the fundraiser begins. There will be multiple raffle opportunities, just like last year. The baskets will range in price from, or value from $50 to whatever. So please, every ticket sold will go into the raffle. Ticket purchasers need not be present to win. Don't hesitate to sell them in San Diego. And I know you guys got your own thing going on, but don't hesitate to sell them in the Inland Empire, up in LA, wherever. Because just because the person might not drive to Garden Grove that evening to get a bowl of chili from us, doesn't mean they would not love to support Breast Cancer Angels with a $20 contribution and get 2 opportunities to get a gift basket or a cash prize during the raffle drawings. So,
And I'm sorry, what is the incentive, Mr. Vice President, for this?
I was just gonna ask, how many tickets has anybody sold any yet? I've
well,
already sold 2.
all right.
Okay.
We got 10 over here.
The reason he's asking, and I don't want to steal his thunder, but we do have to make this as brief as possible. We have the most generous offer from this man. He is going to gift the leading ticket sales, the ticket seller, the night of the chili dinner. He will gift the #1 ticket seller with a scholarship to Santa Tim Conahan University of Santa Claus
For one.
for one person. This is an extremely valuable offer. It's an extremely generous offer on behalf of our Vice President. Thank you so much. An offer which, I might add, has been halved by Diva and I because we're going to split the cost of the scholarship with him. And I hope that it drives sales. This is the biggest fundraiser of the year for the Breast Cancer Angels last year in Orange County, and we filled a gap for them that they've come to depend on us again this year. So please, see me before you go. Take bundles of tickets with you. Sell them to everybody you know. Thank you.
Okay.
After a certain time. I know from last night.
Okay, thank you, Santa Rick, for that. With that in mind, if Santa Joe could just offer an overview for the San Diego fundraiser
Give me your mic.
that we had recently.
I put a new battery in it.
Thank you, sir.
All right. All right, yes, we had our chili dinner fundraiser. And I'll start off by saying that our chili dinner fundraiser netted, or grossed a little over 10,000. That's right. We
Wow.
brought in over $10,000.
Wow.
After expenses of food and all that kind of stuff, the tickets and so forth, we made a net of over $8,000 for what we call
Wow,
Santa special
thank
delivery.
you. Wow. Yeah, yeah.
How many years have you been doing that, Santa Joe?
I can't remember if this was our 5th or 6th.
It's gotta be 6, I think.
6,
And where was
okay.
it at? Where was it at?
At the Elks Lodge.
Yes. We're
In San
building
Diego,
to
in El
this,
Cajon.
people.
Okay, I would like to tell you why we make that much money. And it's not because we sold so many tickets, and we did have a line of people out there, coming and eating. We served, what it was, 200 and some 250 people, chili. But 250 people at $10 a piece would have made us $2,500. No, it's not the way it works. I personally turned in over $2,000. I have friends from church groups that would give me $100. If donations, not one of my people that I got money from came to the chili dinner. But I had a couple of people here give me $100, a couple people gave me $100. One person, if you got anybody that's got children and has got a lot of money, I have one person that gave me $1,800. And the way he did it, he has 3 children. And he sat down and he talked with his 3 children. He says, we got people that don't get me Christmas presents. Would you guys be willing to give up some of your Christmas presents so that other kids can have them? And so he did it as a family, experience, a learning session. And so he ended up giving us, adopting 3 families at $600 apiece. I finally was number 1. The guy that is usually number 1 in sales, Ken Brissell, Santa Ken Brissell, because he goes to the Elks Club, and he goes to their meeting, and he gets up in front of that big meeting that they have every month, and he pushes for them to come and join. Buying tickets. And they buy tickets. Not only do they buy tickets, some of them come and help us with labor. Some of them are willing to come and say, hey, I'll do this for you. And by the way, I don't know if you get Breast Cancer Angels, but Breast Cancer Angels quite often comes down all the way up from here, down to San Diego, and helps us with serving and cleaning up and so forth.
Ladies will be here to help us.
Okay, great. So anyway, think of this as a charity donation type thing. So when you go to people, don't take this and say, okay, I've got these tickets. Oh no, I'm busy that night. Okay, would you like to donate? Get them to donate, even if they're not planning on coming. That's it.
Thank you so much, Joe.
Thank you, Santa Joe. So with that, we're almost through. I have,
Can I expand on that first?
okay, we'll go with Diva, we'll
Sorry.
go with Santa Ted.
I just want to expand on what Santa Joe said, because I went to the first year with Santa Rick. It was a spaghetti dinner. It was very small. In the bottom of an Elks Lodge or something Lions or something. Bottom floor in a corner. It was really, really small. In fact, they came out and offered us second plates just because they had extra left over. That's how small it was 6 years ago. I watched it grow because I've been to all but one of them in the last 6 years. We can make this happen, folks. We just gotta make it grow just like they did. And I know you guys can do it. So let's do it. That's all. Thank you.
Santa Ted.
Okay, the way I did it is I went and I showed them the tickets, and I told them how much they were. And when they said, well, all I've got is $10 or whatever, you give me the $10, put your name down on the ticket here, it's income tax deductible, and you're going to be into a raffle. And that's what made my sales grow. Be up front, tell them, okay, you got $10 you want to give? Here's the ticket, you don't have to come, but put your name on the stub here, and your phone number or whatever. And that way there you can prove that you donated to a tax-deductible organization.
Thank you, Ted.
And also, doesn't it make them eligible for any of the prizes too?
Yes, hang on to your tickets. Make sure you tell them to hang on to their tickets, even if they don't want to fill it out. We will post the winning numbers on the website.
So on the tickets, when they put their phone number and or their name, please make sure it's legible. A couple of them, I believe, from the Garden Grove last year.
And even if they don't want to put that information on there, just tell them to hang on to the stub, because the number is on the stub, and if their number matches one on the list, they can claim their prize.
Okay. So with that being said, we're almost through, folks.
Good.
We're gonna go with an open
I know they'll be
floor.
happy.
The manager says we do not have a time limit, so. But she did say we could have pictures either out front towards the bus stop area, if that's not a good site. Right out here, it's like a motorcycle or a bike area that's restricted, so we can take our pictures right out here.
Whatever Diva says.
So please keep that. Okay, so we have two items on the open floor. One is going to be Santa Bob is going to do a beer presentation.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Bob Oster.
Bob Ostrom.
Bob Oster is going to do a beer product portion, and then we have Senior Oz with books and her stuff.
Okay.
So
Okay, both Bob and I, and a whole bunch of us that attended Sandra Drew's workshop, one of the things they pointed out is that reason we have the meetings like we do monthly is that we need to start sharing. And I think we're getting so caught up with the reunion sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's when we see each other, and that's a lot of things to share. But Bob has done this before at the Ibergs, and now he's going to be doing here. And what he does here is give you basically a service, because there's so many people that don't realize what you need to do to take care of your beard and stuff. But what I'm getting at is, for instance, I sell books, and my husband and I already have a gig in September, and I have books that I sell at the reunion. I brought some pop-up books and other books here, because I'm going to be using them at my carnival over in Newport. We're going to be doing at Balboa Island. We're going to be doing a Mr. and Mrs. Claus thing. And I think we forget that already a lot of our seasons have started, and we need to start sharing all the different things that we need to get our season going. So with that, here's Bob.
So Bob is about to do his presentation.
Yeah. So, there's actually two things that I'm going to be doing, and thank you, Esther. I would encourage everybody to try to share something at some time at one of the meetings, because I think this is important for us. I was going to talk about beard bleaching a little bit and your hair bleaching. This is a product that I use, that I'm happy with. I'm going in Tuesday to get a little touch up here. And with the beard, I'm sure this is going to be a repeat for a lot of you guys, but with beard bleaching, it's a little different than hair bleaching. The hair is much coarser, it's different. So this is the products that I use. And by the way, I use Santa Settles. He's on Facebook, and I have the link. He's got some excellent ways to do the bleaching. And if you're going to do touch-up like I do, you really need somebody else to do that for you. It's real important. You don't bleach your entire beard all the time. You just want to do the roots. The first time you can do everything. After that, just the roots. The more you bleach your hair, the more brittle it becomes. So that's something that's real important to know. I use the Trionics product. This is a Lift 50. With a regular bleach, you would not use a 50 lift. Lift is, you have a cuticle on your hair, and this is what lifts the cuticle that's on the outside of your hair so that the bleach can get into the color that's underneath of it. But this is an enzyme product, and it's much safer, a lot less burning. This is Trionics, and it's an enzyme, a 50 lift. And then this is also by Trionics, and this is called KO Blondes, or Knockout Blonde. And this is a blue, it's got a blue color in it so that you can see exactly where it goes. And your hairstylist, whoever's helping you with this, should be...
Trade mics. You're going dead. Thank you.
And whoever's helping you with this, they will go through and about every half inch or so, separate your beard and put it at the roots. So they're only doing 1/4 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch, because you don't want to do your entire beard. And this is, now the other thing too, for those of you who have been getting your beards done and you get some burning, and we all get a little bit. I've got a little sensitive spot right here that always seems to burn a little. This is Olaplex. It seems expensive. This was $65, but I've had it for 1.5 years. And there's 2 products in here. They're small bottles. They only put 1 ounce in, and one they mix with the bleaching solution. And it's a conditioner, an oil. And then there's another one that they use for the conditioning after you wash your hair, right after you bleach it. And by going to that, I've really cut down the burning that I get. The other thing too that I'll say with the Trionics products is that there's not much smell. When I was using a regular bleaching product, boy, I'd be breathing through a straw, have fans, whatever I could find. This has got very little burning to it. So I'm not saying that there isn't any, but very little. And then Olaplex also makes number 3. That one's got 1 and 2. This is number 3 that you can use at home. I usually use this about once a month. It's a conditioner. You can actually leave this in overnight if you choose to. There's no proteins in it, so you can leave it on as long as you like. Typically, I leave it on for about 10 minutes once a month, and after I wash my hair as a conditioner. And my beard turns out so nice after I use the Olaplex. It's really great. One of the other issues is that with your beard, you don't want to be washing your beard too often. Your hair can take a lot more. You've got oil glands on your head, but you don't have as much on your beard, so your beard gets dry. That's the reason why we use beard oil and things like that. You don't want to be washing your beard every day, probably not even every other day. So a couple times a week. I go a week quite often without washing my beard. I might rinse it with water, but not with soap and all of that. So with regular shampoo. And then be sure to use a good quality pH balanced shampoo and conditioner. Now along with that, I'm going to show, I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with the Got to Be Glued products. And I know there's probably some new Santas that don't. And I'm going to have Peter help me here. And I'm going to show you guys how quickly you can do something nice with the beard. My beard, by the way, I have no product in it right now. I have a little something in my mustache, but nothing in my beard right now. And I did that purposely so you can see, you know, this is what a lot of times our beards turn out. Very straight, not a lot of shape. So with Peter here, he doesn't have, you know, he's got a fine looking beard, it's nice, but by using the Got to Be Glued hairspray, yeah, there you go. By the way, it is washable, so it comes out easily. And spray this underneath, so it comes out easily. And spray this underneath and across the front, down the sides a little, and then very simply roll this underneath. Get you a little bit. So you can see already how that's making a nice shape to his beard. And literally, so if you got something you've got to go to in just a couple minutes, roll it underneath a little bit. That'll help fill this area in. Roll it. Bring the sides in a little. Give it a nice shape. I don't know if you guys saw the difference there? Yeah. Looks good.
You look amazing!
In just a few seconds. And tell you what, I'll probably go in the restroom. I'll do mine real quick. You guys can take a look at mine. And it literally only took, 1 minute.
What's the name of the product?
This is called Got to Be Glued, and they sell it at Walmart. And it's not expensive. They also have like in a tube, and this is a paste. And a lot of times, I'll just take a little bit of the Got to Be Glued. By the way, don't worry, it kind of separates. It's like you can see it just got a little tiny bit there. Now take that, run it across the mustache a little. For instance, if you notice on his right side, his mustache was sagging a little. Just bring that up just a little bit. For those of you who have a long mustache, I use the Got to Be Glued right in here. Keep it so you're not, keep it out of your food a little bit. And up off your lip. And the more you can bring it up off your lip, show your smile, the better you're going to look. Bring in the corners of your mustache up, like this. This gives you a happier, a happier smiling face, so that your nice smile can show. If your mustache is hanging down, it kind of has a tendency to have you looking more sad, more frowny. So bringing the ends of your mustache up a little bit, even if you have a shorter mustache. It doesn't take a lot. Just bring that up.
Where do you get your spots?
The Trionics?
The Trionics.
Oh, okay.
I know there's a problem with it.
Yeah, you can order directly from Trionics if you tell them that you're a Santa Claus, and they will sell to you. In my case, my daughter's a beautician, so, but your hairstylist, they're licensed, and they can buy the Trionics. Sometimes you can find it other places, but it is a little hard to find. But if you go to a regular hairstylist, which I recommend, is they can get that for you.
Okay. Thank you, Bob, so much.
Okay, thank you, Bob. So we're almost done. David said that the raffle sales are $232, so Breast Cancer Angels will receive $116, and there will be 3 cash prizes that will equal $116. I'm just trying to see if Diva's going to catch me. So Esther would like to say a few words about the books.
I have a bunch of books here. I can pass them around, you can look at them. But they are adorable. I have Santa Elf, and these are those kind of hardcover, so people, get them messed up for the younger kids. I have them with the globes. I'm donating one of them to the raffle. But if you are interested in any of these, I have them to bring to you for next time. Also, I know they had pop-up books at one of the seminars that they did, and in there they recommended pop-up books, so I stocked up on pop-up books. This is one on Santa. There's one about a little mouse. Anyway, I'm going to pass them around, so if you guys are interested in them, let me know, and I will bring some more next week if somebody got them all out. Debbie's going to get this one called Santa Cancels Christmas. And again, because we're doing it ahead of time, you have all these different, it's not the night before Christmas, it's mainly like before Christmas, things that happen during the Christmas season, so they're very appropriate. Another one is Sing With Me Christmas, and it's got all the verses to the songs, and it's got all kinds, and it's got the CD included in there. So any and all those if you want to take a look at. I also have someone back here, guess what? Anyway, thank you, I'll be passing it around.
A question.
Okay, the prices are gonna vary obviously because there's a CD. The pop-up books are 18, these here are 15. They have this one, and then like Santa's Cancels Christmas is the other one. And if I don't have it, or somebody buys it from me here and you want any of these, that's why I'm gonna pass them around. I will bring them next time around for you. I normally sell these at the reunion. I just stocked up on the pop-up books. And the reason I'm doing it is, like I said, you've already got something going, and Cliff and I were talking, and said, you know, they told us about starting this year. Might as well start sharing, you know, I can sell them now. So just let me know, and I'll get them, okay? I'm gonna be passing these around from table to table, if you don't mind. Thank you.
Thank you, Esther.
Okay, so with that, Santa Claus, are we gonna report song?
Can we, well, never mind. I think we,
Right.
okay.
Okay, me. Everybody got the word? When
Santa is seen in stores and in parks, real bearded men with joy in their hearts. FORB Santas are here. You'll find us in homes or if hospitals call. Toy giveaways, of course we're in malls. FORB Santas are here. We smile for all your pictures. Our beards, of course, are real. We keep the joy and spirit of being Santa all the years. So put on your smile, we'll make you a deal. We'll prove to you that Santa is real. FORB Santas are here. Thank you. All right.
Okay, so with that, David has announced 116 in the raffle portions, 3 prizes equaling 116. So do I have a motion?
I move to bring the meeting to a close.
I second the motion.
Okay,
Made and seconded.
and can we have a vote?
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thank you.